Yo, what's going on? It's your boy LP82, along with.
Got Tick, aka Wordplay.
Hey, it's a little something new, a little something different that we trying to do here. You know what I'm saying? We trying to set the tone.
I like this mellow.
Hey.
It makes me want to rap.
Yeah.
All right, rap.
And it's Shauna
Go.
here, guys.
Go.
Hi.
Go.
That's all I got.
That's all you got?
In my head, I could rap. Now that's Terrence.
And of course, we got my boy Panda.
Off camera.
Panda off camera.
Panda
So,
Express.
So,
Express.
I want you guys.
If I was in front of camera, you believe that too.
So I want you guys to just sit back and listen to the pod. You know what I'm saying? We trying to set a different tone, trying to get things going, a different vibe with this music we starting off with. So 2021, we got some more stuff coming. We trying to change it up. We're trying to make it look different. And we appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you. So, of course, we always got some questions. Usually we have Tick throw them. So Tick, I know well, no. We're not gonna go there yet. We're not gonna go there. We're gonna save it. We're gonna save that for the middle of the show. So first and foremost, I want to thank you guys for being here.
Yes.
Panda, thank you.
Does the music
Oh, I
stop?
appreciate it.
Yeah, it's stop. Man, we trying to set the tone. We trying to vibe out, man. We trying to vibe out. All right. Oh,
That was nice.
yeah, that was tight. All right, so how you guys doing?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah,
man.
doing
week for
good.
me.
Yeah, that's what's up. How you
How
doing?
you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. I'm doing.
How was your
solid.
New Year's?
New Year's, it was cool. I was at work. I was at work.
Bring it in right at work.
Yes, how was yours?
It was fun. What'd
you
I
guys do?
had to be honest with you. I was asleep.
Oh my God.
When the
Come
ball
on.
dropped.
Come on, Panda. What'd you do?
Y'all didn't get up for the count.
I was with my wife.
Sleep? Well, at least you can say you was with your wife. So y'all gonna sleep all year. They say however you bring in the new year is how it's gonna be all year. So at least y'all gonna get some good rest this year.
Yeah. Well, we hung out with friends. You know, we had to
Okay.
keep the circle was kind of small, but it was
Right.
fun. All in all, it was a good time. Shout outs to Karu and Mike.
Yeah, shout out to them. So,
And all high school friends.
are those your high school friends? Okay.
No. We found a friend that was at the little party that had that graduated with Shauna here.
Oh, so you didn't know him.
No. Well, yeah. I don't know. It was I graduated
Faint
15
memories.
years
She didn't know
ago.
him.
Faint memories.
15 years. It was 15 years ago.
Dang, 15.
This year's gonna be 16 years I've been out of school. So or out
Time
of
be flying, man.
Yeah.
Time
college.
This
Oh,
is
man.
this is my 20th year out of school.
Oh,
Wow.
whoa.
How long you been out, Tick?
It's about the same.
Yeah.
20 years.
It
Wow,
doesn't
wow,
feel
wow.
like that though. It feels like the same.
Yeah.
Just-
It seems like yesterday my mom was telling me get up and go to school. Get up and go to school.
Yep.
Seemed like it was just yesterday.
Yeah, it seemed like it was just yesterday.
Yeah.
So, new year, new dreams, new goals, all that good stuff.
Right.
So we were supposed to have, we were going to talk about our vision boards. We're going to do that next week. So we're going to kind of give you guys a little detail on our dreams and goals that we're fighting for throughout this year. Hopefully, we dream big, we get it back in return, right?
Yes.
Big dreams. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on right now. One thing for sure is the Dr. Dre situation. What a horrible way to start off the year. Dr. Dre is currently in the hospital.
Doing good though.
Yeah,
doing
I might
good.
add, yes.
He's
He's,
doing- he actually he put it out there. He let everybody
Yeah.
know he's doing well and he's gonna be out the hospital pretty soon. So.
Nice.
Right. So I was reading in the comments. A lot of people were saying, his wife drove him to the divorce. But one thing I put on there was like the divorce and Snoop and Eminem beefing.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going
What
on.
do y'all think about that?
Me personally, like to be honest with you, like I feel how Snoop feel. Like I don't gotta like Eminem. Like it is what it is. To be honest with you, I'm not a fan of Eminem at
It
all.
was like, keep in mind, he just said that he wasn't in his top 10. All right, that's not the. huge diss.
Yeah, he's not in my top
flat
10
out
either.
I don't think it was a flat out
No.
diss. I think it was just, he's not in my
Hey, it
my
was a
slot,
little heat.
my
It was a
playlist.
little heat. It was a little heat.
I
It was a little
ain't
heat.
take it
It
like
was a
that.
little heat.
When you're a legend from decades ago, you got a lot of people on your top list.
Both of them are legends in their own right.
To me, it's the way you say things. Like if it's gonna come across in a negative way, I wouldn't even say anything. I might feel that way, but I don't know how to express it and let everybody know.
But what if that's the energy he wants out there? What if he wanted to be known like, yo, I'm not gonna say like F
That's
you,
his,
but
that's his preference,
it is what it is. I don't know, me personally though, Eminem, he's not top tier. Like he can rhyme, he rhymes about whatever. So when you put that in the, like,
Nah, he's a wordsmith,
bro, he can say what he wanna say though. Think about that.
But the way he played with his words,
Bro, you have every word in the dictionary to play with. You can always say
wish there was
whatever.
pictures.
You got to give it to Eminem. He paid his dues and he nice.
What dudes did he pay?
Oh, he did a lot, bro. He didn't do a lot for hip hop, bro.
What did he do?
He did a lot, bro.
What did he do?
Bro,
He brought a lot of attention to it.
To what? Like,
for
to-
everybody to be talking about him, he must have did something.
but what did he do?
For us to be talking about him,
No, what did he do? Look, listen, you said that
Everybody-
he did a lot for
every-
hip hop.
do
What
he-
did he do?
He brought the white boys to the club.
Okay, see
That's
that?
one thing.
To me, I don't think
Take it
anybody.
not seriously or not.
To
but
me personally, I don't think anybody could play with their words like he do. I think he does it the best. I think I wouldn't say he's the best rapper, but the way his wordplay is and the way he put words together, I don't think any other rapper.
I'll
could do
give
that.
him that.
But what I'm saying is,
Sure.
I wouldn't say he's the best rapper. I
but
would
what I'm
never
saying
say
is,
that.
he
No.
can say what he want to say though. It doesn't. It's like you're saying like.
But
Yeah, he can
regardless,
put the words together, but if I could tell you could rap about whatever, I'm pretty sure you can get busy.
of course I can get busy.
But like we talked about, but we talked about this before. There's certain topics that you're not gonna talk about.
Yeah,
but
limits.
That you're gonna
I'm
limit
talking-
yourself.
But I'm talking about, let's take away the substance and what he's talking about. The dude is nice with his words. You got to
He's
give it
good.
to him for that. Like the way he put words together, it's like it's unheard of. It's not
Because he
it's-
could, you
it's
know
not-
why? Because he say the most outlandish shit. His conversation of rap is different within itself.
Yeah, but you keep going back to what
Okay,
he's talking
look at-
about.
look, but
Like
listen,
he's talking
but listen,
about that.
listen
I'm
to
just
what
talking
I'm
about
saying.
strictly his wordplay.
But listen to what I'm saying. If I say, Terrence, yo, here's 1,000 words, put them all together, rhyme it. You can do that, right?
Yeah, I couldn't do it like him though.
But if words like rape, gay, or anything on that list, you're not going to use those words.
well, the thing is,
You're not.
I think with him is like he basically brought in like emo rap almost. All right, like for the most part, is that everything's more on the lines of almost down straight depression in a lot of the tones, where it was like, yeah, that was present, obviously, right?
Yeah.
But the thing though is that he represented it a little bit differently. It was more like the emotional, depressive side of things. Of course, it's like, I mean, if I would like to hear your guys' top rappers or wordsmiths. All right, is like who like with me, I'd probably put Tech Nine on top of my list. But
See, I think it all really just depends on what we're looking at when we talk about who's in your top five. Like, is this hit records? Is this based off just words being wordplay and the way you the lyrical ability? Is this talking about like what is we talking about when you say top five? There's a lot of people.
Well, I'm
look at
not
it
saying
different.
top five. I'm just saying Eminem is not as great as everybody points him out to be.
but regardless, I think he deserves his respect.
No, he like okay. So here's the thing, right? Eminem deserves his credit. Like, yeah, Eminem, you did that. Okay, cool, right, done. But let's be honest. How many albums of Eminem does he really have that you say is great out of all his albums?
I like the first two. The first two is the best to me.
You know how many
Marshall
albums
Mathers
does he got?
LP and Slim Shady LP.
How many albums does he have?
He has a lot. I mean, like, to me, those are the best albums to me. You know what I'm saying? Just because I kind of stopped listening to him after that.
Like,
you know what I'm
No
saying?
idea.
Why though? Why
But
did you
I
stop
always-
listening to him?
Because I don't think his beat selection is all that. Like, I don't really feel his beat
Oh, so-
selection and what he's talking about. But I'm talking about aside from all of that, his wordplay is the best
But
to me. You
but
know what I'm saying?
he could use like that's.
If
that's
he
what I'm
had better
saying.
beats, he had like better
He's
songs.
a millionaire. Like he can do that. He chooses that beat, and then he chooses whatever
You're
he.
standing next to Dr. Dre.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Your
But
beat should
okay,
be on point.
well, let's
I
think about
agree.
this though. Who's really buying Dr. Dre beats nowadays? People want to be around Dr.
When
Dre.
has Dr. Dre even dropped anything?
No, I'm saying who, not Dre himself. I'm talking about who is like people wouldn't work with Dr. Dre because of his legacy of what he's done. People are not dying to hear a over like string
But,
orchestra
Dre's
beat.
but he a perfectionist though. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
true.
like those beats.
But we like those beats. But who's going to Dre to get those kind of beats in today's world?
Okay, fair enough.
Well, I mean,
Like you want to work with Dr. Dre because of his legacy. Like, damn, that's Dre. Man, I was in the studio with Dre.
Oh, definitely.
But you gonna be like, man, that shit ain't hitting like that.
It might, you know what I'm saying? Just depends on what he come up with. I don't know what he gonna come up with.
I have a
until I get
question then.
in the lab. You know what I'm
So
saying?
let's say he has like this beat, right, that you're not feeling, but it's Dr. Dre. You know, you want to work with him. How would you approach that? Would you take the beat, or would you tell him, hey, no, this is kind of, I can't rap to this, man?
You're gonna go like, yo, you better put that shit.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Oh shit, Dre.
I think that depends on my situation.
Ah.
I'm trying to get signed. Or, you
and
know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be extra nice. You know what I'm
Right?
saying? But you know,
and who's consistent? All right, I mean, like you got somebody that's been hitting it hard for 30 years. I mean, his earliest albums were like 1990.
It's earlier than that.
Well,
You
not-
remember that picture
Nah,
we
he
had,
had
like the
2000.
eyelash?
He had
Yeah.
2000.
No, like 98.
I'm
97.
looking at
Chronic
his,
2000.
What you talking about, Dr. Dre? Or Eminem?
No, I'm
Before
talking about
Dr. Dre
Eminem.
was
No,
Dr. Dre,
No, I'm
he-
talking about Eminem.
he was
Sorry,
out.
my
Eminem.
apologies.
No, okay.
Eminem earliest album was 1990. All right.
Okay.
He's got
1990.
1990. It looked like a piece of shit though. It
What
looked
was
like
the
a
name
big
of that?
POS.
What was the name of that album?
Stepping onto the scene.
Nah.
Oh, no.
No one would recognize this. All right, no problem.
So, like, if they were to play this right now, like, if we were to find that album and play it and it's trash, would you say the same thing about him being a lyrical
Trash
genius?
regardless. Like, yo, you trash.
I think a
It
lot of
had
his
6 songs.
To me, I think a lot of Eminem songs is trash. I'm not saying he makes the best songs, but I'm saying he has the best wordplay. Just if you're just talking about just wordplay, I think he has the best wordplay. I don't think anybody could put their words together
You mean
like Eminem.
So, like, you mean like how he like wordsmithing, scramble?
Wordsmith, yeah, words.
Yeah.
On the
Okay,
spot.
all right, gotcha. On the
On the
spot,
spot.
words, got it. Okay.
Yeah. Now I'm talking about aside from him being an emotional rapper or what he's talking about or putting Bing and Ding together and all that. You know, I'm talking about just strictly his wordplay and how he put words together is nice.
No.
You got to give him that.
Hell nah. Like, yo, he
Gotta give him
he
that.
can say what he
Aye.
wants. I'm just saying, think about it. Let's think about it, right? And we talked about this before. How many times have you did a song and you rewrote it because it sounded a certain kind of way and you're not trying to come off like that? But it was hard.
I've done that plenty of times.
Okay, he doesn't have to do that.
I'm pretty sure he does that.
Bro, yeah, he says he probably writes a song like, oh, it don't have enough shock value. Let me throw a kill. Let me throw like a die, blood. And, like he's like it's like this. It's like you're giving him a dictionary and just telling him go ahead, have fun.
No limits.
Whereas if you think about it, right, when you think about like lyrical rappers from our area, you get guys that are more like they're forced to say words that are not like.
So you think if he was to talk about something of substance and something that's
Nobody would give a fuck.
that I'm talking about his wordplay. You don't think his wordplay would still be nice with talking about something of substance?
You mean like what
just
if
way,
he took
the
out
way
a Christian
play
album?
with his words.
Okay.
If Eminem did a Christian album today,
I wouldn't
You
say
buy
Hey, yo,
it?
listen. A lot of Eminem's greatest songs is when he was depressed and on drugs.
yeah.
When he be starting being
Oh, no,
clean
well-
and he starts singing and shit like, I'm not listening.
Oh no,
To
I
me,
completely
he's still-
agree. I
to
completely
me-
agree.
To me, he's still nice today. I even heard some new stuff. Like he's still nice today. It's just his beat selection is weak to me, and what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's not really that tight. But as far as his wordplay and the way he dangles his words and he's all over the place with it, and I respect that.
Well, the thing I find is that it's like just like with most artists, right? You get at the beginning of their game, they find their style, they find their heart, and that builds them for popularity, and then that drifts them from their lifestyle that gave them that heart. And I find that to be almost consistent through a lot of artists. I mean, how many people have been going on for 20 plus years, and you like them from beginning to end? I don't really know that many.
Lady Gaga.
That's pop.
I love Lady Gaga.
That's pop music.
I do. I like her music. And
Pop
she's been
music
around
is-
a while, and every single album she came out with, loved it. I loved it even more and more. Now this new one she's got,
Okay.
Tell me early to new. I can't tell the difference.
sorry. Okay.
All right. All right. Let's get off there because we're not gonna get anywhere. All right. So another thing I was watching with Cardi B, right? So everybody's talking about her cutting off the music, her creating the music and cutting it off when her daughter walked into the room, and people been getting on her head and stuff like that. But I know I read she like replied to one person saying like hey, I'm a sexy individual pretty much, and I choose not to be sexy around my daughter. You guys you pretty much, censor your kids.
That's respect. She should be doing that.
Yeah.
So
I think she should cut off the music when her daughter walks in.
but then like people have the problem with like, well then why do you make the music?
But see, you got to look at it. If she didn't make that music, would it sell?
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't sell. I mean, like, to be honest with you, that's what she came in the game doing. She has to proceed with making that type of music.
She's doing that because she can't. I get it because she's doing a whole woman empowerment. Her and Megan Thee Stallion, when they came out their song, and it was like a whole thing about women empowerment. It feels like it feels like you kind of got to do that to get people's attention to be able to make a name for yourself, even if that means taking her background and doing what she got to do in order to get where she needs to be in order to make her statement, her women power statement.
And you got to look at it like this. This is what she came from. She was a stripper. She was in the streets.
Using what she got.
She's talking about what she was doing. If she talk about anything other than that, it'd be fake.
She's still stripping?
Yeah.
No,
Pretty much.
But
Yeah, she is.
she might be still stripping. I don't
Yeah,
know.
she is. She strips in her videos, man.
got, like,
Okay.
pasties
There you
on
go.
what
She still does.
What I'm saying is anything
Gotcha.
other than that, she's not talking about anything. Like, think about it. Her
not
career
really.
wouldn't even be anything.
Yeah, of
She
course.
has to maintain.
But no, what I'm saying is, okay, so like it's like me as a parent, we all done that. We all listen to music like constantly, right? We all listen to a song that we like all the time, and they have certain vulgar language in it. And then when your kids get in the car, it's like you start to pay attention to it even more. Then you're like, oh, let me go ahead and turn this off. Like, like
I gotta do the same thing. Some of
cuss
my
words.
some of my music.
Imagine
I
if
don't want my kids
you're her
listening.
little kid. Imagine if you were her little kid, and then walking in and seeing your mama doing the exact same thing.
But do you feel that, like, do you feel how some of the people feel about that?
Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Of
and
course.
what they feel
She's
about
not
it.
trying to push herself on Nickelodeon here.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
can't to be honest, you can't really care about what other people saying or thinking.
But you know
gotta-
what?
you gotta do
That's
you,
my
you know
biggest
what I'm
beef. Everybody says that shit, but everybody fucking cares. There's like people say that, but they care.
To a degree.
I hate when people tell me that
It's
shit. Like, oh,
perspective.
you don't care. You're not supposed to care. Nigga, what?
But to last,
Everybody cares.
yeah, you care. But in the entertainment business, this is something that has to take place. You can't really care about what people's thinking.
They
If
care,
do-
though.
I know, but that's gonna bring you down. That's why
Yeah, of
people turn to
course.
drugs and all of that. You got to be a strong-minded individual to not even care and have the highest
think
confidence in yourself.
I think it's like a poker face thing you got to do. You got to be able to put on the scene.
Lady Gaga.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
I saw that for sure.
But I mean, you've got to be able to put up that, that mask in front of people. Like it's a character. Cardi B is a
character.
character,
That's
but
exactly
she's
what it
just she's just utilizing what she's got to get where she wants to go to, and it's a character. I mean, like, people are going to have. I'm sure she had more backlash about a lot of other things. I think she handles it like a champ. She goes up, she addresses things that she wants to bring out to the light, and she don't when she doesn't want to.
Well, it's like the same thing. Is like if you agree with that Cardi B is wrong with it, then you're basically saying that anybody that's in adult film or deals with adult content should never have kids.
Yeah, they shouldn't.
That's not realistic.
That's not realistic.
Majority of them don't have kids.
And
Yo,
it-
you
for her-
just
Nah, I'm fucking around.
you
Nah,
just-
hey,
you-
no, I
you've been
understand
swearing.
what you're saying.
You've been swearing, and you wouldn't do that in front of your kids.
Yeah, I do swear. I swear at them. What are you talking
Okay,
about?
never mind then.
Shut the fuck up. Like, sit your ass down.
You put me on pause.
No, all I'm saying is like at the end of the day, too, like she said, she felt some kind of way because she responded. So it would be stupid to think that people are not going to feel that way.
Yeah.
I'm sure people still feel like, you know, nobody wants anybody coming at them, but you got to expect backlash and
Yeah,
things
of
that,
course.
you
Like,
know.
we're going to get backlash from this podcast.
Oh, I'm sure.
All right.
okay,
So what else is on the menu?
I got a question for y'all.
What's up, man?
Sports, right?
Right.
Now, I used to like sports a lot, you know what I'm saying? But not to the degree of other people. Like, some people come to me and they be so much on sports. Like, they, like, you know what I'm saying? Who you got tonight? Who's your, like, what do you think makes people so interested in sports? Like, when it's football, basketball, you know, like, what is it that drives people? Because they'd be like, say Panda, like, hey Panda, your team winning tonight? You gonna do? You know what I'm saying? We'll bet on it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like as if they're on the team. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, my Cowboys is gonna win tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, or they be
Side
like
note,
really-
like
they be
Lakers
real-
won tonight. Lakers won the game tonight.
I like it. I like it more when it comes down to finals and stuff like that. Like, I'm more into it then. But what is it that you feel that people that drives people to that?
I think it's camaraderie, a sense of belonging to something, representing something, being for something. There's a lot of that type of stuff. A lot of, like, remember we was talking to one dude, he's like, you know, he grew up playing sports. You know, it's kind of like holding on to a dream that you always had. I think everybody approaches it from different purposes, different places. But for me personally, I don't see the whole, like, yo, I gotta watch every game. Like, 'cause I'm more like you. I just watch the games I feel like.
Yeah, finals.
Yeah, the finals,
you know,
championships,
playoffs or
yeah.
something. Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. I think that that has to do with a lot of, too, like, your upbringing, too, because a lot of people watch it because that's what their dad did, you
Brought
know.
up in it.
Yeah, my dad watched sports all the time. Like, I asked one guy, I was like, why is your team the team that you picked? He was like, oh, well, because my dad took me on a trip one time. We went to a game. Like,
I
just
hear that
simple
every
as
day.
that.
I hear that
Simple as
every day.
that. What, about game teams?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like anybody that follows a team, they weren't the first one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I look at it as like gangs sometimes. Sometimes people get really, really serious when it comes to their sports teams. So, for example, the Raiders and the Lakers. We're just talking about the Lakers right now. You know, there's people who bleed gold and purple. You know, they are diehards. And I think that it's, like you said, a place of belonging, or like it's the thrill of, like, you know, feeling like your team, you know, growing up with it. You know, I think it's pretty cool.
It's acceptance. I mean, I have no stats on this or whatnot with that, but I personally feel that 90% of people root for the team that they're local to or they grew up with.
Right.
All right, it's that belonging that you're just talking about. It's like everybody's got to pick a side, so default answer is closest to
Whoever
me.
is it, yeah.
Like, I've really seen people, like, really get upset when they team loses.
Yeah.
Like, they really want to, like, throw a chair or something, like, you know what I'm saying? And they'd be like, I'll be like, man, it's just a game, bro. It ain't that serious.
Well, it's
you know
personal investment.
Yeah.
What
You
if
know-
you got bets on it? You know, somebody could have a bet, you know.
I could understand
Bet
that.
on it.
You know what
Money
it
or
is too,
emotional?
though. I think a lot of time is when they're watching a game, they're looking at it what move they would have made or who they would have put in. So I think, like you said, they're invested into it, like mentally and like in some cases physically if they're fighting people over it, but
Right.
mentally,
coaching.
yeah, like, man, what the coach, man, why the coach doing that? Man, damn, man, he should have put so and so in, blah blah blah. So I think it's a lot of that. You know, everybody, you know, coaches from the couch. There's like people coach from the stand. So.
Well, you on the couch ain't on the field, all right? Just shut
Yeah,
up.
yeah, real talk.
No, there's a lot of couch coaches. That's
Yeah,
what they
a lot of
call
couch
them, right?
coaches.
Sitting in the back saying a whole bunch of stuff.
You guys heard about Kanye West?
Oh, the
What's going on with
divorce.
Kanye
Yeah,
West?
the divorce.
Oh yes, yes.
That,
I
I
heard
think
that.
that's been kind of. I think they whole relationship was rocky from the gate. I don't think it was like a perfect relationship. I think they
hell
was.
no.
I think they was it probably led up to this, and this was going on from before, I believe. 'Cause I think when he was acting all crazy, that little time where I guess she said he put it out there, I guess on Twitter, he was talking about she leaving him or something like that.
Yeah.
I think even then they was kind of like on rocky terms.
Well,
Obviously.
Well, the sucky part about all of this is like, okay, the 4 kids, of course, it sucks that, they got to go through all that, especially in the public eye. But what makes it even worse is the simple fact that she stuck behind him on a lot of his bullshit.
Yeah, you gotta give her that.
Hey, she should have. If I was there, I would have left a long ass time ago. Come to me. But anyways,
It started because they didn't have the jacuzzi.
Do you think she cared more about her image and being leaving him or look kind of bad on her part?
Nah. I think honestly though, I think a lot of people are probably championing her to leave him. Like, just leave him. Like,
between the two, yeah.
Yeah, like I don't even think nobody's like trying to hold her back.
She just could have felt sorry for him to where she, like I'm gonna stick to him through all of this. You know what I'm saying?
It could have been that, but it's just one of those type of things too. Like, she's been married before, but I think the fact that she had kids with him now, there's a big difference now. Like, oh, we got kids together. I don't want them to go through a divorce, because she probably went through that with her parents' divorce, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. Having a public relationship is crazy.
He's
What? No, I didn't have anything.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
I was like,
I have nothing on this subject. You guys don't
okay.
want to hear what I want to say.
No, say what you got to say.
yeah, please.
Yeah, because no one ever thinks that maybe she's the one that drove him away. Let's look at the pattern, guys. Look at the pattern, okay? I mean, it was only a matter of time. Kanye West was a strong artist. He was a strong-minded,
I agree.
Oh, completely.
opinionated, well-educated, knew how. I mean, like, he's brilliant, a brilliant mind.
LP say musical genius.
And then he got with the Kardashian. And then just like what's his name, Lamar Odom, he went. Ooh. Everybody went downhill.
So you think the man getting with them is pretty much bad.
I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say that.
The Kardashian
but I'm just gonna say that just seems a little bit odd. You know what I mean? He's kind of off the rails. We can't fully.
What could they
blame
have
him.
done to get people?
That's
Well,
that's the Kardashian curse.
For one, you got a show called Keeping Up with the Kardashians where
Every guy goes insane.
you're getting a video camera or a videotape all day, every day. That is your life. Like, your life is what everybody sees. Okay, that would drive me crazy. I don't know about you guys, but that would drive me crazy because I'm a hermit crab.
They do that in Kanye.
I like to be
Kanye
home by
got
myself.
cameras on them anyway all the time.
Yeah, but like that though, I mean,
in your house?
keeping up, you got to keep
There's
up
cameras
with
on
the
Kanye a lot.
Kardashians.
Yeah.
I think he likes that.
But it's a different perspective when you're being encouraged to be in front of the camera. Like for instance, when you come out of a hotel and they got cameras in your face, it's different between when you wake up in the morning. Oh, we got to wake up because the camera guys are here or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, but you got to keep in mind too, though, is like Kanye was self-made here. All right, he was like divulged as an artist and used as an artist, right?
Right.
Like when his career started. All right. I mean, these kids were famous at birth.
I'm gonna say famous.
They
at
weren't
birth.
famous at birth. They were
pretty
famous
close.
when their mom.
I would say they weren't even
Their
famous.
mom became their manager. Let's put it that.
Yeah.
Her manager. Let's put it that way.
She became famous. Well, Kim became famous when she started hanging around Paris and she became like a what they call a socialite, whatever.
Yeah.
And then when a porno dropped, then she became a whole different level of famous. But
Can't forget they pops too. That whole O.J. Simpson thing.
I know, but they didn't know the kids.
But I'm just saying, you guys got to keep in mind,
he had
mom was
bread. He had
momager.
bread.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She is one of the most vicious managers I've ever seen in my life because she brings her. She will. I have this feeling that
knows what she's
doesn't
doing.
matter what she puts out with her kids. It's just like it doesn't matter as long as it gets us the money, as long as it gets us the fame, as long as it gets us to the top. It's like they had this season for like 10 years
they're finally over.
and it's all it's
It's like
finally
15
over.
years, I think, something like that.
She's professionally ruthless.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. You gotta keep in mind.
But I'm still trying to get this Kardashian curse y'all talking about. Like,
Well,
What is it so?
Well,
What is it
there's a
so bad
pattern.
about it? Like
There's a pattern. I mean, like there's
Everybody
a.
goes crazy.
It's like that's the saying.
What
Is
do
like
you think it's just the cameras, or what do you think it is though? Like, is it?
I think it's the pressure of being a part of a public, or in the media family.
yeah,
And what it is that a lot of these people come in a situation thinking they want it, but then when they get it, it's completely different. It's like just with anything when you're in the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? Like being a president, I'm pretty sure people want to be a president when they become it. Like, damn, I didn't know this shit was like this. Like I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Kanye can honestly say that he kind of understood what it was, but then once you start having kids and once you start, growing older, then it's like, babe, I think we should stop doing this. Well, I can't because, this is my life. This is how we make money. And then it's just so much shit that can go into that.
yeah.
But there's kind of been a gradual turn to crazy, in my opinion, with Kanye. It's like respect him as an artist, full heartedly. Guy's a pure artist, definition to definition. Right. All right. But the thing though is that compared to his wife here and the family, they're business. All right. Then you got everything just kind of went full on as soon as he started to go run for presidency. All right, like everything that came out of his mouth was, I'm sorry, but just downright crazy in a
Y'all
lot of
don't
cases.
think a lot of that has to play with his mental issues?
Well, no, but that's kind of what we're talking about. Is that
And will he even have that big of issues if he even got involved with the family in the first place? Is the question I would have.
yeah, exactly.
I think he would have still had mental issues. I
Uh,
think he just got mental. He got to like take some type of pills or something that he
He's
gotta
surrounded
do.
by yes men.
but the one thing about mental issues, they only increase when you're put under a certain level of stress. Once you put under a certain level of stress, your body, even your body tends to change. Now, would I say he's always been bipolar? Probably, but what it would have been to this extent, no.
Well, he took on
I mean,
a lot more projects.
You got to go back to when he took the mic from Taylor Swift.
Oh, right.
He was acting up then.
I mean,
you
he
know
was
what I'm saying? So
outrageous. I don't think he was mentally ill. I think he was just
takes
being outrageous.
It takes a lot. It takes a lot to be able to go on stage. And
Not for
basically-
Kanye West.
no, like a live television thing. But the thing is, like, so yeah, he already had that. That's basically
Yeah,
what
it
you're
was
saying.
already. Yeah, he
He
was
steady
just being
goes against the
outrageous.
press too. He's steady being targeted by the press and backlash. So he's probably just looking at it like, well, since you're gonna attack me anyway, let me just voice my opinion and say how I feel, no matter what.